welcome to the hottest show this side of the collective unconscious. We are the Dream Detectives, the most famous individuals and the most famous detectives in the entire Dreamland. My name is Emily Pineapple, and I just lost my mic. You know why? Because I used to be, it's shameful, I used to be an official law person, a person of the law, until I hunted down the most notorious dream criminal of all time, Molly. Molly, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me.
Pineapple, in another life, you were law enforcement. You're a person of the people. You're just being modest, okay? You really saw a need for this dream community and went for it, all right? And you took me from when I was at a very low point. Literally, I was about to fall off the bridge, okay? And you extended your hand.
I reached out, and I thought to myself, I could let her fall. I'm chasing Zalagar. Maybe it'll make Zalagar sad. Even though it seems like he just abandoned her.
He abandoned me and pushed me off.
What should I do with this person, the most notorious dream criminal of all time? And we're on this bridge, and you know what I did? I stopped thinking, and I grabbed your hand and pulled you up.
I'm just so happy to meet you, Pineapple. And that began the turning point. And then our subsequent fame and success from being infamous dream detectives in the dream realm, helping save people and dream friends alike. And then also, you know, Emily, we had a lot of really good years together fighting crime, just you and me.
So many.
But, you know, we always talked about that time when it stopped just being, you know, us two, and we started being a three with our Andrew.
When two becomes three.
I love that song.
Just beautiful.
That's right.
Welcome, Andrew.
And music came in through every window, every crack, every subconscious dream moment, permeated with the harmonies of the dream realm.
Yeah, the world was previously silent of music. It didn't exist until you came in and showed us the way.
That's true. 100% silent until that noise. Imagine like when you were watching The Wizard of Oz and Kansas is all gray and then all of a sudden it's all color in Oz. It was like that, but noise and Andrew Time Child.
And honestly, I'm thankful because I was getting tired of riding that bike outside that girl's window.
I thought I was just a child who liked ice cream sandwiches. Turns out I'm a semi-deity.
Yep. You know, most deities find out that they're deities that way.
Yeah,
okay.
Actually, it's
I would think that your therapist or your manager would have told you this by this point.
And my manager's always trying to squeeze me for all the dream dollars I got. So
I'm just happy.
You're not a godlike being that brings music to all and life to earth. No, you're just a child. Eat your sandwiches. I'm getting a new manager ASAP. Like that. Realizing so much today.
You got to do that. You got to get out from under the awful heel of capitalists who are trying to use your skills, the glorious things that you bring to this world, including your fashion icon status. Thank you so much, Tiger Bates, for recognizing that.
And thank you for your guestship last show, Tiger Bates. Always appreciated.
Yes,
great.
Always.
And we did not forget. We love our viewers.
We love our viewers. I want to say hi to Dot and Henry and Yuan and Tiger Bates, and I don't see any other names. Oh, Broke Physics. We broke your physics.
That's so right. That was
and all of our friends. And Andrew, listen, you went from relative obscurity because you were masquerading as a human meat-faced child to the most famous of us, including the most expensive endorsement deals.
Absolutely. Oh my God.
So
just 10% of that would be an outrageous windfall. Which is why I think you have so many predatory. Dream Dog wants to represent you.
That's right.
I think Dream Dog was just
Bart attorney at law at Paul.
Dream Dog attorney at Paw.
Right on cue.
Get out of here.
We are sponsored by Dream Dog Attorney at Paw. If you have any, so we're out for dream justice, right? We're fighting dream criminals, but there is also, you know, things that aren't criminal suits but are civil suits that happen in the dream world. So like civil things, we need our dream lawyers. Actually, thank you so much, Dot, for bringing up these dolls, because that brings us to our other sponsorships. I'm actually sponsored today by Dream Dolls. These dolls, they're from Dreams. So what you do, you have your dolls, right? They're sitting around your house. You give them to your friends. You give them to small children. It's a doll. Lovely. You can't play with them because they're made of porcelain. I don't know why someone would make a doll out of porcelain. You know why? Porcelain
Contains magic?
it contains magic.
Isn't
It is
that
the only substance on Earth that can hold dreams. What you do with these lovely dolls, you're going to
So I guess all those dream catchers are fake news, huh? Should be
Yeah,
porcelain.
they're absolute fake news. Don't make them. Only buy them from indigenous people. These dolls, what you're going to do is you're going to hold them close, and you're going to dream your dream, and your dream is going to seep right into these dolls. So you better not have a fucking nightmare, because then these dreams will, like, start murdering people. But you fill them with your good dreams, and then you give them to a child to stare deeply into its eyes as they try and sleep.
We promise it's not weird.
Dream dolls. Who are you sponsored by today, Molly?
Well, here's the thing. I was paralyzed in fear. I can't say anything negative against Dream Dolls in my personal experience because I'm not sponsored, and in doing that, my testimonial may sabotage your sponsorship, Emily, and I know that you're really gunning for that 5th hot tub, so I'm not going to say.
Fifth hot.
But I'm sponsored today by Dream Sauce.
Dream
Wow.
sauce?
Yes. Here's
Saucy.
the thing. Yeah, so saucy. What I love about Dream Sauce is that, so you've heard that preventing dream crimes, you need to be gay, and do crimes.
Just a little gay goes a long way.
A little
If you're
gay.
just a little bi, if you've ever been curious, just feed your curiosity. A little gay goes a long way.
Well, dream scientists have found another way to enhance sleep quality and dream quality.
Are you saying there's something for the straights now?
Finally.
Finally something for the straight people.
They've been so oppressed, honestly.
So oppressed.
But mostly I feel bad for them because they're leading a one-dimensional existence.
Ah,
Very true.
But if you need some personal enhancement, try some Dream Sauce before you go to sleep. It's spiced. It's made out of ghost peppers, which in the dream realm, things are not spicy. We don't taste it like tastes good like a donut to us would be flavored with this. But human meat bags, I think this might be a little spicy ghost pepper. But the only way it works, they said the disclaimer is if you drink the whole bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So buy today, meat bags. Over to you, Andrew.
Bye now. Amazing. This is a funny coinky dink. My sponsor would probably pair very nicely with Dream Hot Sauce.
What could it be?
My sponsor today is none other than the tasty, fleshy, yummy Dream Vocado, folks. Oh my God. Can I talk about Dream Vocado for a second? Do I have permission to
Only
talk
if
about
you
Dream
can
Vocado?
Only if you could talk about Dream Millennials and how much they love it.
Dream Millennials, it should be known, have ruined the Dream Diamond industry.
True.
Because they're obsessed with the Dream Avocados. Anywhere you go, you see
Avocados.
pina avocado coladas being drunk by the Dream Millennials left, right, and center. And of course, in the higher dimensions, you got other directions too, because each dimension. So left, right, center, Z, W, whatever.
Have
you know what I'm
seen
saying?
An eighth dimensional avocado?
And of course, by millennial, we are talking about people in the dream realm that are 100 years old. These are
Yes.
babies.
Exactly.
Yeah, they've lived for a millennium.
Yeah.
Which isn't 1,000,000, it's 1,000. Isn't that strange? Do I sense a conspiracy?
I dropped out of dream school, okay?
No,
numbers aren't even real. We know this. Come on, we're in the
we
dream
know
realm.
this. We know
it's
this.
true. 1,000 years is a millennium. Isn't 1,000 years a millennium? Am I wrong? Doesn't that sound ridiculous to anyone else? Doesn't anyone else think to themselves, damn, I might be living in a dream?
The only way I'm gauging anything off of what a millennium is off of Willennium.
Yes. The
Or
Willennium.
Zillennium, as we call it here.
Also, this reminds me of what one of my favorite humans, Sam Taggart, tweeted one time.
Oh.
I think the quote is, literally throw me in jail, but an hour should be 100 minutes.
So beautiful and so wise.
So
I'm almost done with
wise.
this dream avocado. Before I finish it,
Yes.
let me tell you, go to sleep, spread this bad boy right across your beautiful, beautiful face, and your skin is going to shine like a diamond. Oh, crap. Okay, well, you know.
Just like a diamond. Can you see? Can you see
There you go.
the diamond sparkles? It's
done
because
it.
I put avocado on my eyes last night. Dream avocado.
Rest in
That's
peace
what
to
I
a
did.
fallen one.
Oh.
1,000-second rule.
So, by now, dream avocado, I have green on my chair and my face.
Nice.
So I think these are the perfect conditions to start our show.
I'm so excited. So, as you all know, we are here to help you solve the unsolved dream stories that are floating around your head, attacking you like gnats or ticks. Beware of ticks. You don't want dream Lyme disease or Zyme disease. Wear your socks over the ends of your jeans and call us. Is there any meatbags out there who need help interpreting a dream? Hello
Whoa.
and welcome to the show, meatbag. What is your name?
Hi, I am Hodge from Earth Dimension 506, and y'all, I really need some help with a recent vision, some kind of just apparition I had. But before I give my dream, I'm going to give my sponsor.
Whoa.
Dream Nuts.
No.
You were sponsored? Our guest has been sponsored? They're just handing out sponsorship deals now?
That's not in the contract, okay, Hodgman, and you know that.
Are you trying to sponsor your own products?
Listen, anywhere I go, I have to read off a sponsorship. Otherwise, I get 5 lashes.
Okay.
5 more eyelashes, actually.
Tell us who it is, Hodgman.
All
That's
right.
an excessive relish.
So I got a quick dream.
Oh,
I
tell us.
was in this foggy area. It sort of reminded me of the dream sequence in Brazil where those buildings start shooting out of the bottom of the ground. My mind sort of registered it was like an old college I had been to. I was like, this looks nothing like this college. And in spite of that, my brain was like, nope, this is that college. There was an arcade there. The arcade was closing. I found a friend at a snack bar, someone I hadn't seen in years. I don't know why my subconscious went to this person. We talked for a little bit. I was like, hey, man, what's up? How you been? And just immediately was just like, hey, not good. Things have been a little rough. And it's kind of incredible that something was like, whoa, holy crap, going immediately to that. And then I remember fast forwarding a little bit, just trying to get out of that arcade, which then the building also ended up being a mall. I don't know if y'all have any kind of insight for that. And that's about all I remembered of the dream. So help me, Dream Dicks, you're my only hope.
Well, Hodge, I want to say right off the bat, You're looking very full eyelash wise, and we don't want you to grow any more eyelashes. Can you please tell us the sponsor so you don't get punitive action?
We don't want you to go blind.
No.
This is Dream Nuts. Dream Nuts for any good dream dicks out there. You have to eat your Dream Nuts.
I see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
I see that Time Child is familiar with Dream Nuts for dream dicks, and we are.
Most of my dream
the
dick
most famous
experiences
dicks.
have involved Dream Nuts at some point.
Some of these, am I right?
I'm sorry.
He's but a child in so many ways. Okay, Hodgman.
All right.
Was this friend a person that you recognize from real life?
Yes. It's somebody I haven't seen in forever. They were at a school I was at until about 9th grade, and recently they've been insanely out of my life. Added me on Facebook about 3 years ago, I think, and barely posts anything. Is just like a Marine brat who just not brat as in jerk, maybe a jerk, but I can't attest to that. So that's about where we stand at this moment.
So it's interesting because last time Bates had an abandoned theme park in his dream, and it was revealed that I also had that same dream of an abandoned amusement park. But also within that amusement park in my dream was a arcade. Okay, so I've spent years coming up with this analysis surrounding what the arcade might mean.
The first conversation we ever had, actually, Molly was trying to figure out the meaning of this arcade.
Yes, it actually truly has been my life's purpose to figure out the arcade in a dream. It's very complex. Sometimes an arcade represents a lot of flashing lights, so a lot of distraction in your life and a lot of things happening. It might represent something in your life that's new and exciting, or something that's just like really fun to you. But if it was abandoned, it's the scarier version where it's not good. But I thought it was interesting. So first you started and it was misty and you were talking to your friend. And you've told us you haven't spoken to this friend in several years, and
you don't seem to think very highly of them either.
It's not that I don't think highly of them. It's that they switched schools and we stopped talking, and it was kind of like, oh, is this a friendship of convenience? I guess it was.
As many friendships turn out to be, tragically.
And
interesting that you saw him in a mall, a convenient place to get all the things you need, which are now dying under the stagnancy of runaway capitalism. I apologize for interrupting you there, Molly. What was your analysis of that?
Well, as we talked about before in Dream Detectives on the show previously, any kind of public space. Was it a mall from your youth that you recognized, or was it just like a mall from a movie, or just you knew it was a mall?
I can't really describe it because anytime I dream of buildings, they're always infinitely more grandiose than anything I see IRL. Like, it's sort of the picture I have of like a city like Vancouver that looks like really clean and futuristic. I've never been there, but like that's like my go-to basis. Like I see like these like pristine, just giant towers everywhere, and I don't understand why that's like a recurring theme. But yeah, everything's like a movie set in my dreams, basically.
Everything is like a movie set.
Interesting.
He says.
Do you have
on that?
Do you? And a lot of us do, especially early in our careers, when we are only millennials, not 2 millennials.
Millennials.
Yes, millennials. Is that
Eonics.
suffer from imposter syndrome or anxiety or both?
I'm gonna say it's both. I suffer from imposter syndrome like no other person on planet Earth. Like, and I guess everyone who's talented who has imposter syndrome sort of feels like theirs is the worst. But
that's part of it.
But you do believe you're talented.
Oh, I'm fucking insanely talented. What are you talking about?
There it is.
And could that be why the landscapes you look at are so grandiose?
That's subconscious.
Because
painting with a master brush.
And they seem larger than life, and the movie set kind of represents something like a stand-in, like an imposter of what it actually is. And we all know from previous episodes of Dream Detectives TM, buildings like that are kind of like your external, how you view the external world, which also tracks. And meeting your friend, what do you think about that? Pineapple, meeting a friend that you haven't seen in a while.
Meeting an old friend that you haven't seen for a while. I think that the interesting thing with dreams is that we often meet people who have the faces of people who we knew, but they are not that person. Was your friend, and what was your conversation about? Do you remember?
It was literally just a, hey, how are you? How are things going? And it was like, not great. And then my memories of it just kind of fizzle from there, as most unwritten down dreams more or less do.
Now, was the small at all Paul Blart adjacent?
Yeah.
I really want it to be in the Blartiverse. I'm trying to remember if I saw an apparition that looked vaguely like Kevin James or Oopsie Big Man Fall Down, but I can't remember for the life of me if there was an Oopsie Big Man Fall Down.
One can only hope. One can only dream.
One can only hope.
One can only dream. Something that's interesting about talking to an old friend who was a friend of your childhood, they immediately open up to you. Often in a dream, when we see other people, they represent just different parts of ourselves. Being in a mall, a place that most people, while many people in the meat space haven't been for many months, many people in the meat space haven't been for many years before that to a mall. Why go to a mall? They're awful. Enclosed areas with terrible lighting and fountains for some reason. Why is there a fountain inside? You expect me to just come here and hang out with my family, but also like buy things? So I'm wondering if you may be at this point looking back at your childhood and investigating how you felt as a child and how you related to the world around you.
I mean, it could be something like that. I haven't really been reassessing childhood like that, but I mean, if something, I feel like I end up seeing old friends a lot in like these kind of dreams. So, there may be something there of like, hey, what happened to this person? Like, legitimately what happened to this person? Or, it could be just sort of like, if I could go back and redo it, how would I do it over?
Back time.
If I may, sometimes also seeing people that you haven't seen in a while, and it also represents something that you've been thinking about a lot. So it might be, especially maybe with COVID changes, we're thinking a lot about,
friendship, connections.
I was going to say anxiety and imposter syndrome.
For some people, they're the same.
Any of those four. Yes. So it could be bringing up themes that you are dealing with right now, including reevaluating friendships, or viewing other people, like social media, like viewing people from the outside because he added you on Facebook. Like, what are other people doing with their lives? Is this track Hodgman?
No, I definitely feel that there will be some times where I'm scrolling through Facebook and like people who don't like. I found there's two types of people on Facebook. There are the ones who show up only post about their great things, and those people drive me up the wall. Holy crap! Can you show me some flaws for one fucking moment in your life? And then there's the second type that all they do is just be posting nonstop. And I feel like I kind of fit somewhere in the middle. I've tried not to bake book as much anymore, but
Would you say that when you're on Facebook, all around you are familiar faces and worn out places?
Worn out places? Yes.
You would say so? Okay, yeah.
Bright and early for
It
the
is
daily
kind of
races.
a mad world, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I find it kind of funny, and I find it kind of sad because, in this environment, that when you're dreaming about social media, I'm sorry, Hodge, but you have been a victim of a dream crime.
Yeah.
Now, in the dream realm, we can't say his real name. We only call him by his hell name, Zuckerfuck.
Yep.
So you
Zuckerfuck.
might have been Zuckerfucked.
Connect those dots, Hodge.
Jeez.
It's
I can't believe it.
Have you tried being gay?
Yeah. Have you tried that? Just a little gay.
Quick cue.
Any
Listen,
amount of gay.
I've stared at a dude butt before and it does nothing for me. I'm just like, all right. Guess it wasn't meant to be.
Hodge,
What about the penis?
Hodge, where are you from?
The South, baby. Yeehaw.
Now, I just learned something about the South. Oh, sorry, Pineapple, but I didn't think about the South.
The Dream South is way better.
Sweet Home Atlanta. I learned that there's a big glory hole scene in Atlanta, and that people from Atlanta think it's totally normal. Can you speak to this?
Well, I would say when it comes to our LGBTQ community in ATL, we got one of the best ones because this is like a safe haven in an otherwise, horrid hell space, baby. So,
I played Georgia on my mind. Why am I playing Alabama songs?
Are you doing your best to support at least the gay scene in Atlanta? Just any amount of gay you can shove in there.
Oh yeah.
Any amount of gay.
No. When I see a gay artist, I just I take it. This is the scene. This is it. I just slam it in all the way, and then I pull him back out, and I'm like, "This is my friend. This is my friend. Please go support them."
I find that kind of funny, and I find that kind of sad.
But Hodge, no pun intended. Here's the thing: is that my intel is that there is a shop you can walk into, and it's lined with glory holes, and people are employed to work there that put their penises through the glory holes, and other people pay $25 to come in and sex them. Is that true?
Wait, you pay to have the penis in your mouth?
I haven't seen this place before, but I bet you it's
Because I see a workaround.
I thought I had
If
a
you
pun
put
here.
your
It's
penis
fun.
in the hole, you don't know who's behind the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You could be getting your gay
That's what I'm
in a
saying.
way that works for you.
And you could be getting your straight because that could be a trans woman behind that glory hole.
It could be.
Mm-hmm.
They could be.
There are a lot of layers to this issue that I feel
There are.
we are not equipped to fully address.
But
Yeah,
either
let's stop right
way,
here.
you are getting a little gay into your life. You're just inserting that queer theory.
Listen, Hodge, our official recommendation is to go to the glory hole store.
Yes.
Okay, does that help you?
Does this help? Is this the advice you came here for?
It wasn't the advice I came here for, but I think, when it comes to finding yourself in this world, getting your ding-a-ling-ring-a-ling is the only thing you can possibly do.
Amen, brother. Now, we have 2 services that we offer here.
Okay.
No glory hole services. We're not.
Yeah.
But we can consult the dream dice, and you can hear that there are lots more dice in here, and I have a story about or
Damn, our producer's already on those sponsorship deals. We have the best producer. Best producer in the dream world.
One of our viewers, please look up that glory hole place. It's a real place in Atlanta.
Link in chat, please.
Yeah, send me a link straight up.
Okay.
I'll send it to some people who would actually like that.
Remember, COVID can be passed through feces, so make sure that at that glory hole, it's the peen or the bean, nothing else.
Okay. So we have the dream dice, and then we also have rune reading. Rune reading. So, would you like one or both of those, and in what order?
All right. So let's
Also, what about? Because they are usually like about a thing, like a read. Well, I guess the reading is usually we do it like about like life in general, I guess, or your particular dream. The dice has to be about something that's going to happen to you, whether you think you want to know if it's going to work out or not.
Specific.
Okay, cool. So let's roll that dice and then get that rune. Let's go.
Great. So the dice are a score in which you get to ask the dice what, like a dream or aspiration, and it'll tell you the success rate. Now, what you think about your question, I want to tell you, there were only 3 dream dice, and remember, you mortal eyes cannot see the dream dice. I robbed the dream dice from another criminal, so it was technically legal.
We showed them to someone once. You do not want to see that person now.
No, absolutely not. And then while we were on the break, we were on a break last week, and it was because I now have 15 dream dice out of 25 total. So we're really getting there. I'm not quite sure what will happen when we get up to 25. But all I know is if I keep stealing these from other criminals, then something will happen, is the word on the criminal on the beat. So we're gonna figure that out. We're gonna figure that out together. We're gonna get there together on live TV. Yep. But Hodge, do you have something you want to say, please?
I would like to say to the dice, y'all already know I have bad. All right, I'm gonna get this straight to the dice. Here we go. Y'all know I got bad luck. Okay, dice. Y'all know that I'm the kind of person who will, have a funny idea for something, and then it will go haywire right into my face, and the worst possible scenario will happen. What am I referring to? Your guess. But I want you to give me whatever you got, and I'll accept it no matter what, because I'm ready for it, baby.
That's beautiful.
It's very touching, Hodge, but you still need to ask a question, dear. Yeah. What are you going to be most successful at? Or what would you like to be successful at? Or what do you want to do in your future? It's going to give you a score.
I agree with Crocker that was a very good close-up. You got a future in TV, baby.
Hell yeah.
Or dream.
Can we do a close-up one more time? I think I'm ready to do it this time. All right.
Okay.
Cool. So, what I would like to do is own a successful independent media conglomerate.
Wow. Specific.
Okay. Dream dice.
I went broke, didn't I?
Now, we've established early in this show that I'm not great at math. And 3 dice was a lot easier to add up than 15. But I will say, Hodge, I don't know what the total number that you could have gotten is, but what you rolled is a 69.
Oh!
So I don't know what that says, but congratulations.
Nice.
You're welcome. I worked really hard to get those.
Nice! Yep.
That was. I want that nice to be a gift. Holy shit!
Right? Wonderful, incredible producer. We do have the best producer in the entire Dream or Meat Space realm.
Uncontroversial.
We worked so hard to get this producer. I'm sure that they can help us with that. That's such good nice.
That could be a reaction GIF on like some kind of comedy Discord or something. I wonder.
Hodge, I'm happy that you're happy with your score, but what I really want to know is what the rooms have in store.
And that's a super good question. So I pulled these runes while you were talking about your dream. This is something I like to do. I feel like they...
Oh, smart.
They pick up on the energies that you are putting out, the questions that you are asking, and the things that your brain is struggling with. It's a really interesting rune pull. I pull 3 runes. They represent past, present, future, beginning, middle, end, the Norns, the Fates. And so typically, first rune is like beginning of thing and before time. Final rune is possibly the future, the conclusion, the after. The first rune that I pulled for you was Soelo. This is the sun. It represents success and life force. But more importantly, what I think it might represent for you is contact between your higher self and your unconscious. There are people who believe that there is a self beyond both the meat space and dream space self, and that self can communicate at times and impart wisdom to the lower self. It means that there is a power available to you to make positive changes in your life. So that's Soelo. It represents the beginning with a big store of strength. A big store of knowing yourself. A big store of all of those positive things that you put out into the world that you perhaps feel a little insecure about. The next rune that I pulled is Yura. This is a year or a good harvest. It's the results of earlier efforts are realized. It's a fruitful season. This is a time that can break through stagnancy. There are hopes for peace and prosperity and the promise of success earned. It is change and success. You have this huge store of power available to you. This huge wholeness, this elemental force, sword of flame, cleansing fire from Soelo. And all of those efforts are realized. You are able to harvest that which you have sown. What's so interesting to me about this particular pull is that your final rune that I pulled is Thorisas. This represents a thorn. It's a restrictive force. Destruction, defense, conflict. This is a regenerative catalyst. So it's one of those problems that catalysts you towards change. It's a catharsis, a purging, and once again a cleansing fire. This also represents Thor, god of thunder, lightning, this cleansing fire, and male sexuality and fertilization. I think that what I see from this pull is that you have everything that you need. You have everything inside of you. You know where you're going, and you have been sowing the seeds of your own success. I think that you still need that catharsis. You still need to purge and cleanse yourself of your insecurities, of the image that you have of yourself. as someone perhaps who is less than, someone who perhaps falls out of touch with people. Maybe someone who isn't as good of a friend as they thought that they were. Perhaps your mind is dwelling on the things that you wish you were, on the people who you weren't there for, when instead it should purge you should try your best to use the power of your success, use the power of thinking about the successes that you've had in your life, your relationships, your wonderful things that you've created in the world, the connections, the places that you have created for people to create connections. You are clearly a person who cares a lot about relationships, just general relationships. And I think you have all of that. I think you just still have that restrictive force inside of you that you need to cleanse.
There's a pill for that.
There is a pill for that. The last thing that I saw here, perhaps the most important thing, and perhaps the way to cleanse yourself of those things, is male sexuality and fertilization. You are a man, correct? That means that male sexuality for you, if you were to be sexually attracted to another male, that would be a little gay, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
So
I think
that'd
the
be a little
runes
lot
are
of gay.
asking you to do your best
Okay.
to just a little gay. And if you can't, there are lots of lovely organizations where you can give money to people, trans people of color, all sorts of people in the meat space realm who, despite their heroism fighting crime and keeping themselves from dream crimes by being gay,
Either
a
go
little gay
forth,
goes a long way.
go forth and suck, or go forth and be sucked is my motto. Hodge,
Keen
my
or
favorite
bean.
line to you.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Hodge, for coming on the show.
Incredible words of wisdom. Thank you so much, Hodge.
Thank you
No
so much.
problem.
Do you have any lingering questions or concerns?
I don't quite think I've got anything left. This definitely did not go in a route I expected, but then again, when do things ever do on this show?
That's right. Or in life.
Or in
Oh,
life?
yeah.
Yes, baby.
Sometimes
Other
we
way,
try
other way,
and
yep. Point that way. There we go.
Oh, there, yep, I messed it up too.
This way?
wait.
Goodbye, Hodge.
Thank you so much, Hodge, for joining us. And thank all of you in this chat, Crocker and Jess and Yuan. I think those were all of the new names that I saw, correct?
Yeah.
All of
Jess
our
also
friends.
pointed out that she wants Dream Detective merch. I think that obviously we have so much available in the dream
Oh,
space, but
yeah.
it has been kind of a long time getting that to the meat flesh space. We'll see
Distributors,
how we get our distributors in the flesh world to work with that. But
lawyers, and all
That
sorts
really-
of things.
That reminds me of something that our producer told me to bring up, is that we're having a little bit we're looking for our new merch logo and artwork. So
Yes.
please, if you are an artist, this is a really big gig for you, okay? Not paying, it's just for experience and exposure.
Oh yeah, exposure is like fantastic in the dream world. In fact, if you offer to pay someone in money, that
No.
is a huge insult.
It's an
No,
insult
it's
here.
all about exposure. You want dinner? You need some exposure.
this bit hurts me in my soul.
It's the dream realm, Andrew.
You've spent a lot of time as a meat child, I understand.
Yes.
So
Anyway, all that to say, if you'd like to make some artwork for us, we would love to see it. Send it over, and you might get a chance to be featured
Yes.
in something. So send over your fan art.
We will expose you.
We will expose the shit out of you.
We will expose you, and it will be glorious.
I think what we're saying is that we are open to be loved. In case there were any doubts, do they want? We will accept all love currencies, be they artistic, personal, dream vocadal, or otherwise.
But
Yes.
please stop writing me songs. It's getting embarrassing.
It's getting to be a lot.
Yes, there are, it's really hard to visit Zolly when I have to wade through the crowds, the hordes of people outside singing these self-made songs. Some of them have their dream stereos over their heads, dream ukuleles everywhere. It's glut with dream ukuleles.
It's embarrassing. So embarrassing that you bring that up on TV. All of my fans, okay?
Oh God.
Look,
Get out of the front of my house. I want Friend Emma to come over so we can burn your fan mail. Anyway,
That's a vibe.
Get some art, bitches. Dream Detectives out.
Howdy. Great show.
Thank you so much for joining us.